Let's be honest, you can't manufacture love. Yet plenty of good men spend months trying to hold together what a woman is quietly trying to talk herself into. She says the right words, makes the logical case for why you make sense, and for a while, it looks like progress. But forced love doesn't get stronger, it gets heavier. The cost isn't just time, it's your confidence, your momentum, and your peace. The truth: when a woman is forcing herself to love you, the story leaks through her actions. Your job isn't to accuse or beg, it's to notice, ask cleanly, and choose with self-respect. I coach men through this every week. Different cities, different ages, same loop. They negotiated with politeness that hid indifference and paid with months. Tonight I'm breaking down 7 top signs she's forcing it. If you see 2 or 3 at the same time and honesty disappears, you don't need a better argument, you need a boundary. Number 4 hurts most because it sounds romantic while it drains you dry. Do one thing that could help another man tonight. Subscribe and drop a single line in the comments about the moment you realize someone was forcing it with you. No names, just the moment. Your line might be the flashlight another man needs. Compliance without enthusiasm. What it is: she says yes to plans, calls, and requests, but her energy is flat. She shows up on time, smiles politely, and checks the boxes, yet nothing in her body says, "I want to be here." Why it matters: love is not a checklist. It's appetite. When she's forcing it, you'll get correctness instead of warmth, helpful, cooperative, but thin. Common mistake: you try to earn enthusiasm by performing more. Bigger dates, longer texts, perfect manners, training yourself to accept low-reward effort. Mini scene: you book her favorite restaurant and confirm the time. She arrives, compliments your thoughtfulness, and spends most of dinner answering questions you ask. Hugs are quick, kisses are courteous. She says, "I had a nice time," and leaves early to rest. Tell yourself truth. Her yes means "I'll be polite," not "I can't wait." Action line: I move toward warmth. If I'm only getting compliance, I'll slow down and give us both space. Future talk without present investment. What it is: she loves imagining trips, apartments, holidays someday, but avoids small, near-term effort today. The future is a movie where feelings are solved. The present is where she won't move the chair. Why it matters: forced love lives in later. People in love build now. Follow through, tiny rituals, consistent presence. Common mistake: you feed the dream, vision boards, long night talks, while your calendar stays empty of real time together. Mini scene: she says, "I can picture us in Italy next spring." But for this weekend, she's slammed. You suggest a 40-minute walk near her office. She answers, "Let me see how my week unfolds," then never circles back. Tell yourself truth. If the next 7 days can't hold you, the next 7 months won't either. Action line: I plan when there's a concrete time in the next week. If we can't build small, we won't build big. Affection that's scheduled and performative. What it is: hugs, kisses, intimacy happen on safe, predictable occasions, anniversaries, photos, group events, while day-to-day touch feels staged. She'll post you, but won't reach for your hand in the quiet. Why it matters: performance substitutes for feeling. When she's forcing it, public optics outrun private closeness. Common mistake: you confuse display for desire, believing the post proved what the presence didn't. Mini scene: at a friend's party, she sits on your lap for a photo and writes a glowing caption later. Back home, she turns away in bed. Exhausted. Tell yourself truth. Affection that only appears for an audience isn't intimacy, it's PR. Action line: I want closeness, not just contact. If the camera gets more warmth than I do, I'll step back. Conflict avoidance disguised as harmony, the one that hurts. What it is: She agrees with nearly everything, rarely challenges you, and shuts down or deflects when anything emotional appears. You mistake the calm for compatibility, but it's actually distance. She's managing your impression, not meeting you. Why it matters: love grows through repair. Forced love can't risk friction because there isn't enough desire to pull you back together. So issues go under the rug, attraction thins, and you feel strangely lonely beside someone who's always nice. Common mistake. You think, we never fight. This must be healthy. And then the relationship ends abruptly with, I tried, but it never felt quite right. Mini scene. You say, I felt brushed off last night. She smiles softly. It's nothing. You're fine. And changes the subject. Weeks later, she says, I don't think this is working. And you're stunned because you never had a chance to fix anything. Tell yourself truth. Real harmony includes honest edges. Action line. I build where repair lives. If we can't talk about small pain, we won't survive big storms. Identity collapse and mirror mode. What it is, she adopts your tastes, routines, and opinions at speed, your music, gym, politics, weekend rhythm, then seems hollow when you ask what she actually loves. She's trying to match you into loving her. Why it matters. Love needs two real people. Forced love creates a copy who can't sustain the act, and resentment follows. Common mistake. You enjoy the early sameness and miss the missing person. Mini scene. In month 1, she says sushi is her new favorite because it's yours, then admits later she's always preferred pasta. You realize you've dated a projection, not a person. Tell yourself truth. Agreement isn't intimacy. Difference handled well is. Action line. I want the real you. If mirroring replaces authenticity, I'll slow down until the truth appears. Intimacy tied to reassurance transactions. What it is. Closeness happens mainly after you prove something. Big gesture, reassurance speech, apology for asking for more presence. She needs to feel safe to lean in, but the safety bar keeps moving. Why it matters. The relationship runs on your reassurance, not mutual desire. That's obligation, not love. Common mistake. You deliver more speeches, buy more gifts, and earn 10 minutes of tenderness that evaporates tomorrow. Mini scene. She goes distant for days. You ask if you did something. After a long talk where you promise patience and book a fancy plan, she's briefly affectionate, then resets to neutral. Tell yourself truth. If intimacy is a reward for your compliance, attraction is gone. Action line. I'll give reassurance once. I won't fund a system where closeness costs me myself. Resentment leaks through microcuts. What it is: tiny jabs, subtle eye rolls, jokes with teeth, compliments with barbs. You're so organized. Kind of intense, though. She's trying to talk herself into staying and resenting you for making her try. Why it matters. Contempt is the beginning of the end. Forced love vents through micro-criticism because saying, I don't want this, feels too harsh. Until the day she says it. Common mistake. You debate each jab and miss the pattern. She doesn't like the relationship she's in. Mini scene. You share a win. She answers, wow, must be nice to have that kind of time, and laughs it off. You feel smaller, not seen. Tell yourself truth. Love doesn't shrink you. Action line. I won't stay where admiration is rare and sarcasm is common. If 2 or 3 of these signs show up together and honest conversation keeps getting postponed, don't escalate your effort. Slow your pace, protect your dignity, and ask once with calm clarity. In part 2, I'll give you exact sentences to test reality without a courtroom. A 48-hour rule that turns fog into facts. A simple presence repair framework that reveals whether this can work, and clean exit lines if it can't. Plus, a 30-day reset so you never mistake polite performance for love again. Here's how you stop performing for forced love. Test reality without a courtroom and either build something real or walk clean. You don't beg. You don't coach her into wanting you. You ask once, watch what happens, and choose. The one conversation that tells you everything. Use observations, not accusations. One breath, one ask. I'm noticing a pattern. Plans keep living in later. Affection feels scheduled, and hard topics get parked. I don't want polite compliance. I want real warmth. Are you choosing this with me because you want it, or because you think you should? If she answers clearly, I want this, follow with, then let's live it in the next 2 weeks. Small, present, and honest. If she hesitates, deflects, or says, I don't know, you already have your answer. Forced love speaks in fog. The 48-hour rule that turns fog into facts. After that conversation, or any promise, give it 48 hours for a specific action. A time on the calendar, her initiating contact, a repair plan in her words. If nothing concrete shows up, you step back. No reminders, no essays. Love shows up. Force delays. The real or not experiment. 14 days, no speeches. Tell her exactly what you'll do differently and what you'll watch for. Then live it quietly. For 14 days, presence over performance, phones away when we're together. Reciprocity. You choose the next spot and time twice this month. Repair in the moment. When something stings, we name it and fix it right then. No rug sweeping. Affection without an audience. Small touch and warmth in private, not just for posts. What you're watching. Does warmth appear unprompted? Does she initiate at least some plans and touch? Do sorry moments come with a visible fix? If yes, desire is present. If no, you're carrying a relationship she doesn't truly want. Scripts for the 5 frictions that expose forced love. Compliance without enthusiasm. I appreciate you showing up. I'm looking for energy, not just attendance. If that isn't here, let's be honest with each other. Future talk. No present effort. I like dreaming, but I build in the next 7 days. If that doesn't work for you, we're misaligned. Performative affection. I want closeness, not optics. If the camera gets more warmth than we do in private, something's off. Can we fix that now? Conflict avoidance. Harmony matters, but so does truth. If we can't talk through a sting while it's small, we won't survive bigger waves. Reassurance transactions. I'll reassure you once. I won't fund a system where closeness only happens after a speech or a gift. If she wants to try what real repair looks like and the timeline, real repair is visible, not poetic. Week 1. Ownership without spin. I did X, here's Y, here's what changes. 1 concrete habit each. She initiates 1 plan. You name 1 boundary you'll hold. Micro repair rule. Anything that stings gets addressed within 24 hours. Week 2. Private affection returns. Small touch, eye contact, lingering goodbyes, unprompted. Authenticity mirroring. She brings 1 opinion or preference that differs from yours, and you both handle it with respect. Consistency check. Same story twice, same energy in person as by text. End of week 2. You evaluate. Do I feel chosen without performing? If the answer is not a clear yes, you don't extend the trial. You end it kindly. If she's forcing it, or you are, clean exits that protect both of you kind, final, and short. You're a good person. This feels like effort without appetite, and that isn't fair to either of us. I'm stepping away, wishing you well. If she asks for 1 more chance without specifics, I need to feel warmth and initiative, not promises. If that isn't natural for you with me, it's okay to let this go. If she flips it to your character, I'm naming patterns, not attacking you. If we can't talk about them without blame, we're not a fit. Guardrails so you don't become her coach. Don't assign readings, podcasts, or homework. Don't translate her feelings for her. Don't run weekly performance reviews. Either the warmth arrives on its own or it doesn't. Coaching creates compliance, exactly the thing you're trying to leave behind. Your dignity toolkit: use these lines once, then act. I move toward warmth. I match effort. I don't manufacture it. I build where repair lives. I won't stay where admiration is rare and sarcasm is common. Say a line calmly, then behave like a man who meant it. A simple scorecard you can't fake. Use for 30 days. Give a check mark each week for each item. You need at least 3 of 4 to keep investing. She initiates, plans, calls, touch, without being prompted. Affection shows up in private, not just for posts. When something stings, we repair within 24 hours. Words plus visible fix. And admiration is audible. She names qualities she respects in you, not just logistics you provide. If you miss the threshold 2 weeks in a row, end it. Kindness includes honesty. If you're the one forcing it, own this fast. Sometimes the hardest truth is yours. You like the idea of her more than the experience of her. If you're staying for optics, history, or fear of being alone, say so, to yourself and then to her. Clean exits free both of you. I respect you and care about you. I'm realizing I've been trying to talk myself into the feeling instead of telling you the truth. You deserve someone all in. And so do I. I'm going to step away. Aftercare. Rebuild the part of you that kept over-functioning. Sleep and train. Consistency beats intensity. Replace doom scrolling with one 20-minute walk and one call with a steady friend. Write 1 page. What did I ignore? What did I learn? What will I do differently? Readopt your anchors: work blocks, hobbies, family dinner. You don't heal by thinking, you heal by living. Red flags during repair that mean end now. Endless, I'm trying with no actions. Sweetness spikes after your ultimatum, then fade. Every difference gets papered over with "you're right," and nothing real shows up. More posts than presents. Your world gets smaller to keep the peace. The 30-day reset so you never mistake politeness for love again. Week 1. No chasing. 2 clean invitations total. Stop where effort isn't matched. Week 2. Presence, phones away, slow your speech, short dates that end on a high. Week 3. Selection mindset. Ask value questions. Listen for how she handles friction. Week 4. Direction. Name the rhythm you want. 1 focused meet weekly, plus a short midweek call. If she meets you there, momentum grows. If she stalls, you release. Your compass when doubt whispers, try harder. Love simplifies your life. Forced love complicates it. Love makes plans, shows up, repairs with words, and makes you feel larger. Forced love delays, performs, avoids, and makes you feel smaller. If your days are getting quieter and brighter, keep going. If they're getting louder and thinner, step back without apology. Drop the moment you realize someone was forcing it and what you did next in the comments. Your line could save another man months. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next. 5 first-month boundaries that build desire without games, with exact sentences that keep polarity high while both of you feel safe. Keep your standards where your future can reach them.